Hey guys, just a quick video about our training and our next cycle. So you probably realise that next week we are coming to the end of our current cycle. We've got some 8x1 at 90+%. This is not supposed to be programmed as a 1 rep max day, or days I should say, and we've got a couple of high intensity workouts. Some of them are benchmarks, but I'd like you to think about them as if they're not benchmarks. Okay, so we're not testing, we're not trying to get the best possible time, we're trying to get that training effect of some heavy loads, some short, sharp metcons, and challenges, okay? Maybe not so much like a test, so don't feel like you have to do RX, we're supposed to be getting a really good workout, okay? We are going to move into a power phase next, which will have more of a weightlifting emphasis. It's a kind of a transitional phase. We're moving closer to the Open, which obviously starts next year. For you guys which don't know what the Open means, for the Open really is an opportunity for everyone who does CrossFit specifically. Obviously we're not CrossFit gym, but we do CrossFit style training, to be involved in something which is bigger than them, a global event that we're going to really get behind this year. I'm really excited that Matt is going to be doing some stuff on that, and I'll leave that for now. So what are we doing in this power phase? Well, we're going to have a focus on a couple of things. There will be opportunities to work on our gymnastics still, because obviously, as I mentioned, Open of February. So we're going to have to make sure that we include the gymnastics. We are still going to have long metcons, because you can never focus solely on one skill, okay? Because obviously what happens then is that you lose the others. We're going to take that through in a way to power phase, just think power movement, so power cleans, power jerks, push press, push jerks, maybe ones rather than set numbers, etc., etc. And there will be squatting still. It's not going to be just solely one thing. There'll still be gymnastics, there'll still be conditioning, but it will have more of a power, let's say, bias or emphasis, which will take us through to the middle of January. Middle of January, week of the 17th, we've got a strength training week, or strength testing week, so we'll just see roughly where we are. The purpose of that is not to, I don't know how this next period will go. I hope that it will mean that we'll increase our strength even more, but the sole purpose is not that, as I mentioned. So it's just to find out where we are when we come to that period of time. Obviously we've got Christmas, we've got fun workouts along there, and etc., etc., and we've got things we've got to focus on, but and no doubt some time off as well. But the next thing I kind of wanted to highlight in this video was that we train seasonally, and the reason we train seasonally is because we have some very experienced members of the gym. We have people which have trained with us for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and we want to make sure that our training or our programming and our program allows them to continue to grow year on year, okay? Now that might sound like we're not making an emphasis on the newer members and we're hyper-focused on the existing members, but the actual truth of it is, by us focusing on and making sure we're focusing on the existing members, all of you guys which are quite new to the system can jump in at any point, and the joy of the training we do is that you're going to make progress no matter where you jump along this line, okay? The continuum until you get into cycle. Once you get a year down the line, you're going to make PBs almost every time you come in the gym, which is freaking amazing. But yeah, it's to highlight that to our existing members that we champion new people coming in, but it's absolutely not. We don't forget about you guys, which are continuing to support us after a long time. In fact, we are very, very thankful for it. So how's this work? Long story short, I'll keep this as short as I can because I can see it's 4 minutes already. August, September, we do our hypertrophy accumulation. So we did some hang snatches and hang cleans. We were working our skills, high hang, and then below knee, I think, as well. We worked on our hypertrophy, so we increased ourselves through. Then we had a bit of time when we worked between strength to strength. So I think we did some eccentric strict press and push presses. We had we started working squats from 8s all the way down to 4s, 3s, And then we moved into this maximal strength phase, which we're on now, which we kind of started at 4s, and then we went 5x5, and went 4x3, 2x something like 6x2, and now we're at 8x1. Okay, so maximal strength meaning that we're working at very, very high weights and very, very high intensity, but not many reps. Okay, the power phase will carry over to heavier lifts in our weightlifting. And will allow us opportunities like we have in the last one we did, the perfect example, today's cleans, will allow us to move a heavy barbell and work on our gymnastics as well. And then we move into some open season, so that's when we start to maybe get after Christmas, when we can focus on some gymnastics, progressing our skills a little bit more, etc., etc. And then finally, after that, we go into season per se. So season for me, I like to think about it being the time of year when the majority of comps are coming along. So there's the tribal clashes, and there's the 1-0 games and everything else, when we might be going away on the weekend and absolutely smashing ourselves to smithereens, but in good fun, in good jest, because we're doing stuff. Your Ironmans, your assault races, your Spartan races, your Tough Mudders, all that stuff. And yeah, we focus on making sure that during that season we're fit, strong, and we're able to move the barbell a lot. I think that's everything. As I said, I just wanted to basically say that I really, really appreciate you all in different ways, and I didn't want you to think that we're just focused on one set. The reason we program for a year is because we have experienced members, okay?